Hello, everybody, and thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. Well, guys, it has been a lot, and I was supposed to go live earlier today, but I had physical therapy and I had counseling, so I didn't want to like overdo it for myself. So that's the reason why I had to push my shows back. Another reason why I am up is because y'all already know that I have chronic pain due to the hate crime and the violence committed against me. So that's why I'm up late. But I was like browsing around on the YouTube streets, and earlier I saw that trees had put up a live. And for us to discuss this live, we're gonna need oven mitts. We're gonna need a mom, and we are going to need a unhinged individual. You know, allegedly, this person went out to Walmart with not gloves, but oven mitts. Okay. And this individual sits back and does the most and say the most about people. And what she failed to tell us was she likes to bite, you know? Oh, yeah. With those shark teeth, oh, yeah, she likes to bite. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So that's why grandma has that frying pan, because daughter likes to bite. Daughter also likes to lie. You know what I mean? She likes to lie. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think it's a real serious problem when we are talking about adults, right? Adults that's supposed to be adulting, but they are not. It's been very interesting, guys. Oh, it's bath time, so bear with me. Y'all know how we do this. We come by late night, we do our baths, and we have some conversation. Hmm. And back to this biter. She's a biter. Hmm. Yeah, she's a biter. Hmm. Yeah, I think that, people need to keep their teeth in their mouth, trying to sit up and bite somebody. I think that's very childish. And when we say, she bit her mom. She bit her mom. And not only did she bite her mom, she's trying to make us believe that none of that happened. Hmm. Yeah, she didn't want us to know that she bit off into her mama. Hmm. I said, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to bite you. Okay? That woman needs to apologize to her mama for biting her mom. You're a grown woman. Why would you sit up there and bite your mom like that? You know what I mean? It's a sad case. You know? Hmm. If you look at this thumbnail, and we gotta shout out all about the trees because, honey, I told her to go beast mode, and all about the trees is not disappointing me so far. Hmm. Yeah. And Miss Here, you better leave me alone before I send all about the trees your way. You know. Hmm. You know. I'm still stuck on the fact of you didn't put on gloves. You didn't put on like nothing else that would keep you warm but some baking mitts. Now these mitts right here on the screen, this lady, Miss Her, we'll call her HH. So Miss HH decided to have a moment with her mom. hmm It was like Baby Shark was going after Mama Shark. hmm So I want to say to all the elderly people, always keep you a frying pan up under your bed or nearby when this individual comes by. You know, I don't know what horror movies or zombie movies she's been watching. Yeah, but there are allegations that she went and bit into her mom. I mean, chowed off into her. I mean, held on to her mom like she was a pit bull animal. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I hope everybody has their coffee. Mm-hmm. Or your tea, whichever one. Mm-hmm. Oh, and we heard that she doesn't like to clean up. Mm-hmm. And see, there's nothing wrong with getting assistance. But if you're going to be getting assistance and you're going to be living in other people's property, there is a way of living. hmm hmm There's a way of living. hmm Well, apparently, this woman um, has all type of sewing machines and all these type of gadgets all in her kitchen in her hallway. And you guys know I have a cleaning business, right, that I had to take a break from, but I'll be back. you know I'll be back. I just have to get myself back in shape. I have to get myself back in shape. But I did want to share, you know I did want to share this photo with you all because I feel like it's very prominent. I know that life hits us, and I know sometimes the circumstances are out of our control. So I'm not making fun of hoarders, but I do feel like there should be consequences and repercussions for individuals that, you know, overpack. hmm Overpack, the unlimited shopping for things that they already have, you know, don't want to throw away anything. You know what I mean? And it's sad, but this is actually true, people. Some people, homes get out of control. hmm And so when you are on Section 8 or any government assistance, you've got to keep those people's houses clean. You got to keep their properties clean because you won't be there forever. And eventually you'll have to get out, and another family in need can come in and take advantage of having a roof over their head. You know what I mean? hmm Oh, yeah. So, we have people that come on YouTube and have all this fuss and they've got a big mess behind them. Hmm. No wonder why they're always so angry. If I had to wake up to that, I'd be angry too. Hmm. Just sit in the kitchen, make a cup of coffee, right? And sit in all that mess. No. And this is normal living to some people, guys. Normal living. Hmm. We suggest that help is available. You know, help is absolutely available. You know, it's just interesting that this woman, I heard she went to Walmart with oven mitts on. And I knew she wasn't like all the way there. But when I heard that clip, I said, no, ma'am. I said, no way. Let me see it. Let me see it because I don't believe it. Mhm. But this person, she runs around and she wants her moment, you know? She wanted her moment with Tasha K, and Tasha K just kicked her right to the curb. Uh-huh. And then this is another thing. This lady, the one that lives in all this garbage, this lady is a mad soul. Hmm. Oh, yeah. She's a real big hater. She'll come in your live, she'll act like she's your friend. And once she doesn't get her way, then you are on the chopping block with this woman. I mean, with all that chaos and confusion around her, one would think that, she would put her computer down and get in there and clean up that house. Uh huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, one would think that, you've got a big old mess in your house. And why don't you clean that up instead of getting out here on these YouTube streets and trying to start a chaos? Keep your teeth in your mouth and keep them away from mother. Okay. Um, if anybody knows the mom, call her and check on her and see if she's okay. Um, and make sure she doesn't have any new abrasions. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I heard she bit her mom. Oh, yeah. I mean, and then she talks about, people going in places where they're not wanted, you know, but she showed up on a panel with someone that she doesn't like, and she wasn't wanted, but she still strolled on over there. Uh-huh. Her snow boots, the oven mitts, her big bubble jacket. Oh, yeah. And mother was waiting with a frying pan. And the Walmart parking lot. hmm what really got me stuck is, Walmart and these oven mitts, like not no gloves. I mean, for heaven's sake, she could have went to Dollar Tree, you know, and got a cheap pair of gloves. I actually could have got her two or three pair, layer them. hmm But no, she went into the kitchen. hmm She went into her kitchen and she says, you know what? I want to put on oven mitts and I want to go to Walmart. And I got to thinking, why would somebody go to Walmart with some oven mitts on? And I said, you know what? I got it. No fingerprints, no evidence. No fingerprints, no evidence because she has on the oven mitts. Okay. And I feel like Maybe she was hungry. One day she was hungry. Her mom said something to her. I don't know if it was about dinner. Mom isn't cooking tonight. And this lady took a chunk out of her mama with those big teeth, those shark teeth. Baby shark, here's shark, bit mama shark. Yes. hmm Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Don't call her baby; she'll bite you. Mommy shark, dee doo 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 doo. Okay, mommy shark was minding her business, and baby shark decided to, you know, I don't know if she had a flashback of, being nourished, from mom. I don't know if she had a backflash or a flashback or, something in her mind said, I want milk. But unfortunately, mama didn't have it, you know? I'm going to say this. I'll apologize to Black people for slavery when they apologize to me for crime. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. You know? And it's so interesting. It's Black History Month. And this woman, oh, she's going in. Oh, yeah. Unhinged, very unhinged. Absolutely. So, we've got to take care of the elderly. We always got to make sure we are keeping an eye on them because of individuals like her. Uh huh. hmm Oh, yeah. See, this is the thing a lot of people don't understand. Content creators, this goes for everybody. When your environment looks like what's on the screen, how can you be productive? You're out of order. And so was your home. hmm And that's why the Section 8 voucher got taken away. Anytime that, I mean, and most people should know this, if you've ever utilized assistance to get ahead, if you've ever utilized a system to get ahead, they come in, they do a walkthrough, and they do an evaluation. And before you sign that contract, they say, well, can you keep the house clean? Are you going to keep the maintenance up? If you move in here with all of your belongings, will you be able to uphold the property that is leased to you? So there's a lease agreement. There's a lease agreement, and there are specific terms and conditions, right? Because this is a home, this is a community, this is a housing, you know? And sometimes those housing lists can be a little long, be a little long. hmm So my thing is, if you waited on that list for so long, why would you go and move into that place and not keep it clean, you know? And as far as that, I believe that the leasing agent or the property owner, if someone gets kicked, like if you got evicted or your lease was terminated, I believe they can add notes. They can add notes, they can put pictures with it because eventually it'll go to court. you know, because when you're served an eviction, I think you have 30 days. You have a court date, and I guess when the judge orders you out, then that's when you have to get out. But yeah, majority of the time, the leasing agents, the managers of the property, they'll go around and they'll take pictures. So this is what you would call um, poor living conditions. Poor living conditions. As you can see, she's trying to show us the Ritz crackers that are on the floor. Uh-huh. 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 Eat something, just throw it on the floor. No need to throw it in the trash when we got a dump right here. Hmm. And I see the views are going up. Did you call? Did you all call her? Is she here? Is she in the comments? Here, let me drop the link in case anybody wants to come up. If you know about this content creator and her biting, you know, can someone call and check on her mom and see if she's okay? We need to see somebody please go and see if there's any lacerations or anything like that. We got to protect our own. You know what I mean? Hmm. Yeah, and this person sits up, and this person has trolled my mentor. Hmm. Right back at you. Hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. I put the link in the chat in case she's brave enough to come up because, I would play it live, but the language, guys, the language. Oh my goodness. I mean, I didn't expect much from her in that interaction, but 11-11, baby. 11-11. Get into it. Listen. Hmm. Yeah, so this individual sits up and act like they're just, oh my God, just an upstanding citizen. Oh, let me give coffee talk. Oh, let me give you a piece of knowledge. Listen here, biter. Okay. Biter, you need to back up. Uh-huh. You know what? And my thing is, if as much as cash apps as you guys send this lady, why didn't she just order like a housekeeper? Like housekeeping or like a maid service or a cleaning service to come in and kind of take care of that job because now, you know, her and her family had to relocate, and it's sad. It's sad. Being a mom, when I stayed in an apartment and, it wasn't, we had a two-bedroom, you know, before we moved into our home, but we had a two-bedroom home. And we did have like bunk beds for two. And then we had like a little small bed for our other baby, but they had to share a room. But when you walked into that home, you know, I mean, of course, my husband, he was a single father. And so, there were some things that needed to get worked out. And so when I moved in after we were married, yeah, after we were married, because I wanted to, be a great role model for my children. We weren't just going to be shacking up the hanky pank. And that's a part of being an adult, making those big adult decisions. Yeah. Mhm. And so let's get into it. So we all know, some guys they're not really, some guys are neat freaks. Some guys, cleaning isn't really their forte. Well, I moved in, you know. I mean, it was up to par. But us as women, we could always find something to do in a home, right? And so I just started like decluttering, and my husband was like, "You're throwing away all our stuff." I said, "No, honey, I'm not throwing it away. We're going to go and sit it by the dumpster. And if anyone needs it, this can go to someone who's actually going to need it, because the things that I'm giving away are things that the babies and us as a family, we're not utilizing. So instead of having things pile up, as you can see in this picture, I was avoiding that hoarder phase, because when we're talking about hoarding, it starts small. And some of the key words to hoarding is, I can use this for something. Oh, I don't need it right now, but I might need it in the future. Oh, I can't let that go. That was a gift. Or, you know what? I can't use it right now, but I'm working on something. And I think that it's going to become of use. Mhm. Well, the reason why I can relate is because my grandmother, she was a hoarder. And there are some good hoarders and there are some, like outlandish, like this picture. Now, my grandmother's house didn't look like that, but she had a lot of clothes. I mean, she had her suits, her earrings, her matching necklaces. I mean, she had it all. Now, one thing that I did get from my grandmother was shoes. I'm a shoe lady. I love me a bad pair of heels. Listen here, I don't care if rent is due. I will go out and I will splurge on a pair of heels. You know how they say like diamonds are a girl's best friend? Well, diamonds and heels are my best friend. Okay. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, and all in all, I want to say this: hoarding is not it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, oh. All right, guys. You know what that time is. I've already taken a shower. Let me warm up my water. These are the bath chronicles, guys. These are bath chronicles that you're getting with me. Uh-huh. Let me give you guys a commercial break so you don't have to listen to the water, and we'll be right back. What's a girl to do? She needs love. Some girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have it breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you get right. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be in LA. I can be real good. We don't get these feelings. Hey, I need some love. All right, guys, you definitely can hit me up on that Cash App. Actually, I'm going to post it on the screen. You can PayPal, Cash App, or Zelle me. Oh, absolutely. Hmm. Absolutely. And shout out to the graveyard shift workers. If you guys are tuned in, I hope you're having a wonderful night. And for some of you, your shift just started. Uh huh. Yeah, for some of you, your shift just started. Hmm. We pray that you have a great shift. Oh, absolutely. Well, listen here. Is that woman is her? Is she into women? Because when you talk about biting, you know, um, when you talk about biting, I've only did that with my partner. If there was, that situation, yeah. Mhm. And then, when you talk about biting, was your life compromised? Were you in a compromising situation? Why did you bite your mom? Hmm. Listen here, moms need love too, but not that kind. Okay, not that kind. Hmm. Just look at the dysfunction in the background, guys. The dysfunction. The social workers there saying, she had to find her a place to sit. She had to find her a place to sit, and all of that mess, you know. And then we have people coming on YouTube trying to put on a sexy voice in a dirty house. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Let's do better, content creators. Like I said, I've been in that space where I let my home go and laundry piled up, and it wasn't because I didn't want to do it. It was because I was stressed. I was depressed. Some days I have good days, some days I have bad days. But this is the problem. This is a problem. And I actually had a client that was a hoarder. And guys, when I tell you, being a hoarder, it puts your mind in a totally different mind frame. So even if it's going through one box a day, even if it means, making those big decisions on wanting to live healthy. Because when you have all that mess around you, it affects your health. It does. It's a part of your visual. It's what you're seeing. It's what you're taking in. You know, and to have an attitude like, I'm not going to clean this up, or getting into the habit of just, okay, I'm going to eat this and I'm going to just set it right here. And before you know it, a week goes by, or let's just say a day goes by, a week goes by, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and then it becomes a year. You know, it becomes a yearly, daily situation. Why would one want to destroy their living situations? We don't know. And I'm an individual with a disability, okay? And I'm proud to say it. However, there are resources out here for individuals like me with a disability. Help is available, you know, in your local areas. Reach out to like resources, there should be resources in your community. You don't feel like reaching out to your community, see if you can talk to a neighbor. You know, some there's some good neighbors out there, you know. Even if you have to pay like a few family members, hey, or or just reach out to your family members and say, hey guys, I'm in a crisis. My house is getting ahead of me. My house is gonna bury me. And I need some assistance in getting this thing clean. And I need assistance so I can stop biting my mom. hmm I mean, because with all the cash apps, I don't think that food would be a problem. I don't think food is a problem because I believe that the woman gets assistance. So food isn't the problem. It's laziness. We've got to call it for what it is, guys. Some people are just plain lazy. And you know what? In the future, um, as I progress in physical therapy, I will, as I progress in physical therapy, I'll be doing some cleaning videos. But right now, I'm just in a stage where I'm taking care of me. I'm getting my therapy. I just got into physical therapy. I'm just trying to get me together, you know? Hey, Evolution 101, how are you? Yeah, I'm just trying to get me together right now. But one thing I can say is my home is clean. It's up to par. Now, laundry, me and laundry, we can get into it sometimes, but I'm actually caught up on my laundry. Can you guys believe that? See, sometimes you just got to face the music and you have to just be an adult, put your big girl panties on or put your big boy underwear on, and you just have to dig right into it. A living situation like this on the thumbnail, all that trash, all that garbage. Let me just say this, it's not just the garbage, it's those toxic relationships. It's those toxic relationships. You have to do it for you this year. You got to do it for you. Evolution says, yes, 2023 is about self care. Absolutely. Self care, caring about yourself, caring about your surroundings, caring about your environment. If you depressed and stuff like that, one thing that I found that's so relaxing to me is I invested into a house plant. I invested into a house plant because now I have an extra responsibility. Now I have to water my plants. You know, I get to talk to them. It's refreshing. It's oxygen. It's so many benefits to plants. You don't have anybody to talk to, you go over and talk to your plant. Play some jazz, play some classical. When you get up in the morning, before your feet touch the ground, you should be thanking the Lord for waking you up this morning for another day. And I think a lot of people that they forget a lot of the key elements to having a great life. Be thankful, live simple, love, care, show gratitude, show appreciation. Don't let your current circumstances dictate your attitude. There's good and evil in all people, right? We all have it up in us. We can all go left in a nanosecond. Let's just say it. It's a choice. It's a choice with any and everything that we do. With any and everything that we do. Now, what I don't approve of is this woman taking a chunk out of her mother. You know, you're not a baby. You're not being breastfed. You know, why are you biting mom? You know, why are you biting mom? And guys, listen, you got to be careful what you're watching on television because from the outside looking in, I would think that this woman watched a zombie movie. She's been watching a lot of zombie movies. I mean, when you get into those teeth, oh geez, let's look. That's zombie mom, you know? Yeah, mom biter. hmm When you talk about someone biting their mom and wearing oven mitts, it dings off a bell in my head that maybe we need to call adult protective services. Because my thing is, I care about the elderly. I don't care about anybody else. I care about the elderly and the children. The elderly and the children. You don't mess with the elderly or the children. One way to get me fired up is to mess with the elder in my presence. Listen here, not going to happen. You can attempt to, you can attempt to, but it's not appropriate. And see, some people weren't raised to respect their elders. You don't have to accept everything that someone says, but respect is free. Respect is free. If it does not apply to you, then you need to leave it alone. It is not that hard. It is not that hard. If something doesn't apply to you, let it go. Don't entertain it. Move forward. Pass on. Mind your business. Now, when I say mind your business, yes, I mean mind your business, but it's a certain time and place where human beings need to step up when something is being done wrong. Don't sit and go with the crowd. Stand up for what's right. Stand up for what's right. We're all imperfect people. We're all imperfect people. We all ask for forgiveness on a daily basis. And if we don't, we need to. All that judge and lusting that we do on a daily basis. Let's talk about it. But see, I feel like people back up for me when I get to talking about real situations because I feel like I've hit a trigger up in them that they see in their self and that they don't want to address. You've got to address it. Address it, or this world will address you. And see, a lot of people, they fail to realize this. Get yourself in check, or this world will check you. Okay? Get your thoughts in order. People, they abuse the universe. They abuse the power of the tongue, because they're always speaking negative over their life. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, this. Always complaining. I had to take a break from a complainer, and I haven't been back since, and life has been great. I don't want to get on nobody's live and, oh, let me rant. Let me tell you this. No, keep your negative energy over there in your cubby hole by yourself. I'm not interested. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a boundary. Listen here, we are getting older. We are not getting younger. And it's so embarrassing to see these older content creators sitting up here acting like, my high school child don't even act. My elementary child acts more mature than some of these folks here on YouTube. My youngest baby told me tonight that she was working on her business. She gave me her business name, and she's going to be doing jewelry. That's my 4th grade child, guys. My high school child says, Mom, text me the other day, Mom, can I stay after school? What are you, Mom, can I stay after school? I want to learn about financial literacy. Um, yes, if you teach your sisters and your family. No problem, Mom. I don't have a problem with doing it. I will teach you. Okay, baby, you can stay after school and I will pick you up, or your dad will pick you up. We have to be examples for our children. Like right now, I'm on YouTube. Guess what? My kids are in bed. This is a conversation that they don't hear. See, it's certain things that we should do in front of our children, and it's certain things that we should not. Because whether if we want to accept it or not, our children look up to us. We are their role models. We are the best thing since their birthday parties. Because when it's their birthday parties, oh my God, it's all about them. And they get everything, 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 right? But we have to be mindful. What are we saying in front of our children? I've noticed that the young lady here with all this mess here, let me bring this photo back up. With all this mess, she sits up, she has her child while she's on live. She has her child responding to comments, begging for money. She sits up and talks junk. She puts her child all in her adult life. And I feel like sometimes children don't respect parents when they are on a friendly level. So if you're friends with your child, I don't think that you'll get the respect that you deserve. Well, you probably want to know, well, why'd you say that? Well, see, the thing is, I'm my children's parent. I'm not their friend. I'm their mother first. I'm their confidant. I'm their protector. Okay? And there's a time and place for everything. Like family game night. That's when we play the games. You know, that's when we play the games. But when mom is on a YouTube channel and mom is discussing adult conversations, the children need to leave. The children need to be excused out of the room. Hmm. Absolutely. Hmm. So when we talk about holding our peers accountable, I want to hold my peer accountable. I heard information that she bit her mom and that she was struggling, with, hoarding. And what I want to tell her is, it's okay to get rid of some of that stuff. It's okay to depart from junk. It's okay. It's okay to break that family cycle of hoarding. It's okay. And it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to reach out for help. If you're really in a tizzy, dial 988. If anybody's really having one of those days, I know I call a hotline called COPES, and it's a 24-hour hotline. And if I find myself in a crisis, I go there. I don't get on YouTube and let people know what I'm going through and how this affected me or something isn't right. I'm going to go to a professional. I'm going to go to the professionals to get the help that I need. This is Black History Month. I want to see you guys doing better. Because if I will call you out on it every time. It's one way to give content. There's one way to be malicious and take your people down. I'm not standing for it. I'm the content creator that's standing up to all you bullies. You know, I've already taken one down. That was Nosy Ho. Who's next? Cheryl and Perry. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. And listen, guys, I'm working on a series. So if anyone has been abused or affected by Cheryl's world or Perry or anybody in the camp, I need you guys to send me an email because I would love to cover your story. You guys can send me an email to sweetcheeksbabe@icloud.com. I'm working on a surviving Karen's world. Okay. I'm working on a documentary, Surviving Karen's World. So if you've been a victim, I need you to graciously send me an email. I want to talk to you. I want to hear your story. And I want you to get justice. Screenshot that. sweetcheeksbabe@icloud.com. Oh, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, we have come to the end of the show. I am debating if I want to go live right after this one. Make sure you have your notifications set to all, as I will be doing random live streams. I appreciate everyone that had come out tonight to watch the show. You are appreciated. You are royal queens and kings. And on that particular note, we want to thank you all. And until next time, so long. What's a girl to do? She needs love. Girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have it breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you can't buy. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be healing. I can be real good. We don't get these feelings. Hey, I need some love.